Morning, church.
Morning.
My name is Delon Lawrence, for those of you who don't know me. Sean and Chantry asked me to give a testimony this morning. So here's the thing. I'm a people person, okay? I like interacting with people and, all these different things. And I actually had this period. Now, I'm also a sound engineer. Do you guys know what a sound engineer is? So I'm a people person and I'm a sound engineer. I record and produce artists for a living. I spend a lot of time sitting in front of computers, looking at screens with graphics and fixing sound and sound waves and turning knobs on the computer and stuff that a lot of you aren't interested in. But that stuff takes a lot out of your mind. It takes a lot out of you when you're just sitting at a computer all day long. Now, I shared some of this with you guys last week, but there's been more development since that, but I'll actually do a recap for those of you who weren't here. So basically, I had been praying for a job. Now, I'm a sound engineer, so I sit at a desk. So I've been praying for a job that's like 9 to 5, a 9 to 5 job where I would now have sound engineering on the side so that I can actually make more money. So I've been looking at jobs, and I'm just like, God, there's so many things I can do. I don't want to sit at a desk at another job when I sit at a desk for the job that I do at home, So much of my time is spent at a desk. I really need something else, but it seemed like God wasn't sending a job, so I started applying to, other jobs. I applied to Uber Corporate. I can only work for a company where I believe in their mission, guys. Period. I don't care how much money you're paying, I'm going to be miserable. So I'm like, okay, Uber, I really like what they're doing. They're connecting people in an amazing way, and they're making it so that people are they're putting taxi cabs out of business. Love that. So I'm like, okay, this is very interesting. So I considered Uber, I considered Apple, but I'm just not politically correct enough to work for a company like Apple, man. I'll be fired fast. That's the thing about the Bay Area. You have to be politically correct to work at the majority of these desk jobs. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
I'm right, exactly. So I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? Because when I thought about these jobs, it didn't seem like God was calling me to them. It literally just seemed like I was trying to get those jobs for money. And I would talk to Chanchi and I would be like, Chanchi, what is God doing to me? Like, I'm dying here. This is terrible what I'm going through. I want to move forward in my life. And Chanchi was like, Delon, you're going to just have to keep waiting. And that's what Chanchi said. You have to wait. And then she read me this poem about waiting. I was just like, why is she so right? I don't want to wait. But now mind you, the whole time I'm waiting, I've been exercising and I've been staying fit. I'm really big on fitness, guys. Huge. So I completed this workout, Body Beast, while I was waiting. And, I like my body now more than ever before. Anyway, so that's been great. That was a 90-day program. At the end of this 90-day workout program, I was sitting in my bed, laying in my bed at night, and I said, God, what exactly do you want me to do? I know I have these abilities that I can't put my finger on exactly what you want me to do. What do you want me to do? Now, mind you, I had canvassed, going door to door, knocking door to door, for about 8 years of my life, okay? What in the world? Who does that for 8 years? But I realized that I get a lot of fulfillment from knocking door to door. All of us are made differently. And so I kept thinking about door to door because I would go door to door and then my creativity would go to this amazing level where I could produce amazing music. So the interactions with the people at the door and coming out of myself like that produced a level of creativity in the studio that wouldn't come otherwise. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe I need to do something like that, go door to door. So I'm praying and I said, God, what do you want me to do? The next day, Sean and I were talking and this idea came up. To go door to door selling smoothies. Okay, go door to door selling smoothies. This is the most bizarre thing ever. Okay, I mean literally, who goes door to door selling smoothies? So, we're talking and the idea kept getting developed and we said, you know what, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this thing. So the next day we went to Berkeley Bowl, bought all the ingredients for this green smoothie that Chanchi used to make that I remembered that she used to make it, and so that's why we decided to do it because it's actually so good, so healthy for you. It's incredible how you feel when you drink this smoothie. Guys, seriously, like Popeye the Sailor Man, he'd be drinking this smoothie instead of eating the spinach that he would eat, okay? Anyway, so the next day we went to Berkeley Bowl, and we bought all the ingredients, made the ingredients, and then we bought a cooler and all these different things. Made the smoothies. We made about 12 smoothies, put them inside of a cooler, and I started walking around the neighborhood of Alameda from door to door with a cooler selling smoothies. Fascinating thing happened, guys. It's different than selling Christian books door to door. Because I started saying, hi, my name is Delon Lawrence with the Fruit Tree. That's the name of the business that I started, the Fruit Tree. We're the neighborhood Seventh-day Adventist juicery. And people were like, what? And then I would say, we deliver smoothies and juices to your door. People are like, what? So people would come to the door angry, like, why is the salesman at my door? And then they hear, we deliver juices and smoothies to your door. And they're like, wow. And then they take it from me, and now all of a sudden they're interested. And then I would have smoothies with me where I would say, hey, want to try it? And so now you have people drinking smoothies with me at their door. In the first week, we sold about 16 smoothies, and I only went out for less than 10 hours. That's amazing for people to trust you with food at their door. What is going on? First lady subscribed the first week, okay? Got first subscription, okay? That same first week, I went to a door where the woman said, I was watching What the Health. Do you guys know that documentary? Yeah, it's a new documentary. She was watching What the Health, and she felt convicted to become vegan. And I showed up to her door. And so God showed me, Delon, this is medical missionary. Guys, in a very real way, this is medical missionary. Because I'm going to their door with green smoothies. The lady said, wow, this is incredible. That lady ordered 2 bottles that day. The next time I came, she ordered 4 bottles. Okay? Now, so that was a very clear sign that God was leading with that. Okay? So now, this last week, here's what happened. In the beginning of the week, I get a call from a guy. The guy said, I found your flyer, because I take a flyer with me and I leave them at doors or I give them to people. Mainly I talk to people and then I give it to them. The guy said, I found your flyer and I am very interested in this thing that you're doing. So this guy said, I want to order 16 deliveries of your smoothie. What in the world? This is week 2. Okay? He's like, I want to order 16 deliveries. So I get into a conversation with this guy on the phone. Now, mind you, these things are selling at $17 a bottle, okay? So these guys obviously see a need for this, okay? So this guy is on the phone with me, and I'm talking to him, and he said, so what got you into this? And I said, well, sir, I'm a Seventh-day Adventist, and I believe in the health message. I believe that we're called to live healthy lives. This is what Adventists believe. Do you know that Adventists are actually the longest living people in America? I told him that, and he said, oh, wow, that's fascinating because I watch Walter White. Do you guys know who Walter White is? He's one of the strangest Adventists in the world. Okay? Walter White has a health ministry. And the guy said that he's been watching Walter White's health ministry. This guy lives here in Alameda. How fascinating. The guy said, so you're Seventh-day Adventist? I said, yeah. I actually go to the Alameda Seventh-day Adventist Church. He said, I never knew there was a Seventh-day Adventist church in Alameda. Guys, I'm telling you, you are going to see people from this ministry and business come to this church because someone showed up at their door with an invitation to drink a green smoothie. Another door. Went to the lady's door. The lady came to the door. When I knocked on the door, the lady said, I told her what I was doing. She said, wow, you came to the right house. She opened the door, and they're all making sorbet, peeling fruits. So I'm like, what in the world? This is fascinating. So the lady said, yeah, so tell me about what you're doing. I told her about what I'm doing. She's impressed by the presentation, the fact that everything has labels and all these things. She's like, wow, what a great idea. She's losing her mind. And then I said, yeah, you want to try this thing? And she said, yeah, sure. She tried it. She called her children to the door. All 3 of them tried it. All 3 of them fell in love with it. And she decides to buy it right there on the spot. Okay? What's fascinating is people are seeing their kids become interested in eating collard greens, kale, and all these very disgusting tasting things. But their kids are just guzzling it, okay? So then I went into this, I decided, okay, I'm gonna do businesses now. Went into a tech shop. Guys fixing computers or working on chips, whatever they're doing, I don't know what they're doing. So these guys, so I told the guys what I'm doing, and the guy said, wait, what? You're delivering green smoothies to us? What's going on here? The guy said, do you see how we all look? It's because we don't have time to cook. We don't have time to do any of this stuff. And you're coming to our doors, to our businesses with this? He bought 2 right on the spot and said he's going to subscribe later on. Guys, and all these people, I'm saying to them, I'm a Seventh-day Adventist, and this is the neighborhood Alameda. This is the Alameda Seventh-day Adventist juicery. That's what I'm telling all these guys. Okay? This is what in the world? So then, check this out. This is the last one I have for you guys. Finally, the time comes for me to deliver. Remember the guy who ordered 16 deliveries of smoothies? The time came for me to deliver it to the guy. He works in a big building, big engineer. Obviously, he's rich, doing well if he's willing to pay for these smoothies. So I went to the place, and the guy said, the guy came downstairs of this working environment, and right when he was coming downstairs, his friend came out the door, and the girl at the desk said, "Hey, what is that smoothie in your hand?" I said, "It's a green smoothie. I brought it for the guy here," and I said his name. And then he came downstairs, and he said, "Wow, this is what, it's this?" He was so blown away by how rich it looked, how cold it was, how much it was. And he said, "Wow, this is incredible." He's excited. His friend walks out and he said, "Hey, is that the thing you were telling me about?" His friend now was interested. His friend is like, "I never get the nutrients that I need. I always eat trash." And then at the same time, guy comes in the building with a Coca-Cola cart. He's like, "There's your arch enemy right there." That's what he said to me. I said, yeah, actually, we're Seventh-day Adventists, and we believe that we are called to live healthy lives. That first we need to take care of our body if we're going to be able to have any clarity in life on anything. The guy was excited that he bought the smoothie, and the other guy now wants to subscribe eventually to get these smoothies, and I believe that he's going to be doing it very shortly. The point of what I'm saying here is this, guys. Sometimes it may seem like God is taking a very long time, to give you what you're looking for. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. Guys, understand that I waited and I was getting so frustrated. God, what is the job you want me to do? And I would never imagine that I would be going door to door again. I never thought that this would be the case. But I've been so fulfilled going door to door, telling people about these smoothies. Telling people that, look, I have a way that you can actually get the nutrients that you're not getting on your busy day. Seeing people so open to the health message. What I also learned from this experience is that all of us can spread the gospel. Because guys, I'm not going to their door like, Jesus loves you. I'm not saying that. But I'm showing them that Jesus loves you. Because he gave us a path with health. He gave us a way out so that we don't have to be unhealthy. And so it's been a blessing, and I thank God for all these experiences. Keep this ministry in prayer. Until next time, God bless and welcome to the fruit tree.